So the look and the feel, I can't work with. So the look and the feel of Uber has changed since the unspecified virus of unknown origin, and is honestly taking some getting used to. Drivers gotta wear masks, we gotta answer to a checklist, and we even gotta take a picture with a mask on before we can even clock in. And Uber asks riders to verify that their driver is wearing a mask before they get in the car, turning everybody into some damn snitches. Now, to be fair, Uber does provide us with free masks and free sanitation supplies if we need them. But there's really no way to verify if any of us are actually using these supplies. And some drivers, not me, but some drivers, well, they've been selling some of them Clorox wipes out the side since, Walmart and them at one point decided to run out of everything. Again, not me, but, you message me on my IG, I might can put you in touch with somebody who got it. And as for these things, they're supposed to be standard issue, but these are less than paper thin, and they're supposed to protect me from what exactly? Looking attractive? Having my beard reach its full luxurious potential? Oh, and by the way, if you happen to be over the age of 12 and can actually grow, at least a mustache, this right here, this is abuse. You will be hot, you will be irritated, and this thing will be dripping and wet with your sweat after about 20 minutes. And you can tell that the people don't even believe in this because they not wearing it. Yes, as drivers, we do have an option to let Uber know if a passenger is not wearing a mask, and we can refuse the ride if they're not wearing a mask. Even the people that do wear that damn mask, they're not wearing it, right? You know how many drunk people I have coming in the car wearing it halfway or halfway off their face or even on top of their head? Some people even just have on cloth masks, or they got that weird turtleneck thing that makes bald head men look like a pop condom. I'm not even sure why they're making this mask a mandatory thing, because I Uber in Georgia, and in case you haven't heard, Atlanta technically never really closed. Even at the height of the quarantine, I was still taking dancers and their best customers to the strip club. Tell me, how did that even work? Like, were there masks? Were they socially distancing during lap dances? Some sort of glass, partition between the customers and the dancers? Because that's basically a peep show. Now that I think about it, fellas, exactly how desperate are you that you're willing to risk catching a virus that's actually killing people on top of already getting scabies or some form of topical herpes just to see some cheeks? That's customer loyalty like a motherfucker. And speaking of customer loyalty, another interesting phenomenon during this quarantine is how many alcoholics this thing has been creating. Never mind the fact that while everything else was supposedly shut down, liquor stores were still considered essential. But no lie, between the hours of 8 p.m. and 11 p.m., I would say about 70% of my rides came from people going from their house to the liquor store, back to the house. And a lot of them were already drunk by the time they got in the car. And when I tell you there were lines wrapped around the liquor store, I'm talking about Chick-fil-A drive-through lines around the liquor store. That does make sense though. I mean, think about it. You leave someone in the house all alone, all day with their spouse. What do you expect? You can't go to work. You couldn't go to a bar because most of them were closed. At one point, you couldn't go to the gym. Concerts were the thing. Yeah. I would have to get high too. I'll tell you this though. One good thing that came out of this pandemic is the fact that Uber Pool is no longer a thing. Shared rides is no longer a thing. We don't have to have different stops for different people anymore. That's no longer a thing. And I'm very, very thankful for that. And on top of that, if you're driving regular Uber, you don't have to have more than 3 people in your car. If there's more than 3 people, you can cancel and still get paid and pull off on their ass. I won't lie. Sometimes I do bend the rules just a little bit. I mean, if it's a mom and her 2 kids and then there's a third kid that's grown, I'll sometimes bend the rules for that. But for the most part, even if y'all are overweight, everybody got to get in the back. Again, sometimes I do bend the rules, but trust me, they do get charged an extra fee by me that they have to pay up front if they want to put more than 3 people in the car. Should I be doing that? Should I be admitting on camera that I'm doing that? But all in all, this pandemic has shown me that when it comes down to it, most people will come together and most people will do the right thing. Yes, there are some people who just don't care and they're going to do whatever they want to do no matter what's happening. But most of the people I've come across have managed to do the right thing and they're doing whatever they can to keep themselves and everyone else safe. So even if you've had the shot and, you haven't turned into a zombie, let's just continue to do the right thing until we're all the way out of this mess. Please, and thank you. Meanwhile, I got to try to figure out how to make this thing sexy. You know what? I can't. Not even I can do it. Even I can't make this. No, I can't do it. Fuck it.
Who wants to die?